And as I've been here, we got here just a little tiny bit early just so we could chat and talk with some people and do some things. And I've been wandering around and getting to meet the Athena nominees who are in the program, and then Julie as the Athena winner. But then even more than that, as I go and even to the bathroom. I was in the bathroom and I was trying to get in, and this lady was like, "Oh, here," you know, and she opened the door for me, and then I tried to get into a stall because I didn't know any of this, you know, and she's like, "Oh, this is the stall that could be," you know, and so she helped me into the stall. Like, "Here you go," you know. And then as I was leaving the bathroom, this lady's like, "Oh, just stay where you are. I'll just come and get the door." We are women who help women. You know, the nominees and Julie and all of those wonderful, me who gets the award and our picture in the program. But at every table, I see women who have excelled professionally. And at every table, I see women who want to improve the quality of life for others. I see that in the bathroom too. And at every table, I see women who help others reach their full potential. So now this begs the question, why aren't there more nominees? Why aren't there more Athena nominees when I see Athenas at every table in this room? When I see Athenas in the bathroom? When I see Athenas who get the door? I see Athenas everywhere, and as my years in Athena, that's what I've been noticing. That's been number one, is I notice just how many Athenas I get to associate with on a daily basis. I went to a speech, to go speak at the Wells Fargo building down in Salt Lake City, and my husband and I, that's my husband, you guys want to look at him? Okay, that's all you get. But my husband and I are trying to get pregnant. I know that's the #1 question, and people always want to ask me, and it's okay to ask me, I can, I'm totally normal, I just can't walk. So anyway, but we're trying to get pregnant, and so I went out to Ross, and I bought myself some maternity pants. And you, my beautiful business women and men here in this room, we understand that when we want something, we gotta dress for success. So I wore my maternity pants to this speech, and it was my first time wearing them, and they look totally normal, you know. They just all, you know, they just don't stretch any, they just, you know, fit. But I wore them, and I go into the parking lot, and I'm getting out of my car, and they're really nice, you know, linen pants, and I'm getting out of the car, and the way I get out of my car is I get onto a slide board, and I just slide my little tushy out of the car onto my wheelchair, then I pull my legs out, you know, that's how I get out of my car. And as I'm doing it, to go to this speech, I slide my little tushy out of the car, and my little tushy comes out of the car, and out of the pants. And so I'm out of the car, my legs are still in the car, but my bum's out of the car, my naked bum is out of the car, and my pants are around my ankles. And I'm like, oh my. You know, it's like the unspoken #1 rule of speakers, that you're just supposed to wear pants. Like, you're just supposed to be a clothed speaker. When people hire you, they assume you are going to come clothed. That's not like an option they have to check or an extra price they have to pay. In fact, I think people pay more for naked speakers. We should maybe look into this. So anyway, I'm out of the car, my pants are around my ankles, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm trying to pull them up, and I just do the very best that I can, and I get dressed on a bed, you know, so I can roll around and, you know, get my clothes out of the bed. But here in the car, on my half in my wheelchair, half in the car, you know, my knees dangling over the concrete of the parking garage, I'm having a really hard time getting my pants up. And so I get them up the very best that I can, so they're kind of up, you know. They're still not on my bum at all, but they're at least on my thigh, you know. And so I just pile books on top of me. I get my big laptop out and I put it there, you know, my backpack and my purse, and I just, you know, hopefully I'll be too, you know, stacked on my lap for anyone to notice that I'm not wearing pants. I go into the Wells Fargo unit, or into the Wells Fargo building, with my head held high and smiling, because if you're smiling, nobody's really looking at, you know, to see if you're wearing pants, because something is really distracting about the enamel. I don't know what it is. It's magic. Ding. Please don't look down. And I'm wandering around the Wells Fargo building because I don't want to go straight to the place where I have to go give the speech because my pants aren't on. And I don't want to just go in there and be like, can somebody help me pull up my pants? And so I'm trying to find somebody who can help me pull up my pants, but it's after hours, and so it's not very busy. There's still quite a few people there, but it's kind of hard to find someone to help you when you're so actively trying to avoid people. So I'm really struggling as I'm going around, hi, and I finally go to the elevator, and I don't even know if I have to get on the elevator to go to where my speech is. I just know that I need to do something. I'm waiting in line, or waiting for the elevator, and a cleaning woman comes, and she starts, you know, she's waiting also for the elevator, and she talks to somebody else, you know, one of the cleaning crew, you know, tells them some directions or something, and then she's waiting for the elevator, and I'm looking at her, and I look at her pants, and I notice they're up. And I say in my mind, she is qualified to help me. She has the skills necessary. And I'm really embarrassed. I don't want to ask her. And I'm waiting, you know, I'm waiting for the right time, and she's not really looking at me, you know. She's just, you know, waiting for the elevator to open up. And so we both go on, and you know, then we turn around and face the doors like you just do in elevators, and it's really that awkward, uncomfortable silence, compounded by the fact that I'm not wearing any pants. And I kind of look at her sideways and I say, would you mind doing me a favor? And I don't know if I just kind of had an aura of desperateness, is that a word? You guys know what I mean. Or something about me was just emanating, you know, I am needy. Because she said to me, I don't have any money. And when I could finally get out what I needed her to do for me, she was more than happy to pull up my pants. In fact, she could see the need. She knew that she was the only one. That she could do something for me that I could not do for myself. It was time sensitive. And she was willing. Aren't we all kind of like that? We're willing. Oh man, we're willing. And we're able. We're just not entirely sure what the other person needs. But as soon as we do, this whole women helping women just explodes. As soon as we know what it is that they need. We'd give it to them. We'd give it to them twice. We'd give it to them 4 times over. As soon as we know. I'm sure that there's nobody in this room, nobody, who wouldn't help me pull up my pants had I come to the Athena Luncheon with them half on. To me, I didn't need that cleaning woman to help me clean anything. I didn't need anything cleaned. But she, like an Athena, had professional excellence. To me, her customer in the elevator. That cleaning woman definitely, like an Athena, improved the quality of my life as I went into my speech with my clothes fully on, just like they expected. That cleaning woman helped me to reach my potential as a speaker by helping me pull up my pants. That cleaning woman is an Athena to me. How many Athenas do we see in our everyday